dog. Alright, what is up, everybody? You may be wondering, what am I up to now? Well, I'm wondering the same thing. So, my kids went elk and deer hunting with me a couple times this year, and it's just a lot for my kids. They're 11, 7, and 5. It's just a lot, trying to be quiet, hold still, you know, going in the dark, coming out in the dark. It was a lot. It was hard, and I still want to get them out more, and I don't have a big winter hobby. I usually just stay in the house, play guitar most winters, because I don't like the snow, the cold. I'm not a winter fan, and I live in Utah where we have a lot of winter. So anyways, point being, I had this idea of maybe we should try duck hunting. Well, October 20th of this year, so just barely over a month ago, I made the decision, let's try duck hunting. Talked to the kids, they thought it sounded fun. We watched a couple videos on YouTube, and they were like, Dad, we want to go, we want to do it, we want to try it. I said, okay. So I got on KSL, which is a local classifieds, kind of like a Craigslist thing, and there's a guy. I'm gonna step up a little closer here. He had 10 of these inflatable decoys, kind of I think a no-name Plastiduck is what it's called. It's the Plastiduck. He had 10 mallards. Hi, buddy. This is Bear. He is a lab that came home with the wife and kids from a horse sale this spring, and we're gonna try to get him to be a duck dog, and he's pretty excited about it. But the guy in the city had 10 of these Plastiducks, and he gave me this little bag to go with them. That was on October 20th. We came home, we were in the city that weekend. We came home, and 3 or 4 days later, we have a pond on our 10 acres here. I walked down with the kids, and we jumped a couple mallards, and I actually ended up shooting a mallard drake. And I got my duck stamp, my HIP number, all that stuff, but we went down and shot a mallard drake, and the kids loved it. They thought it was so fun. You know, we went for 10 minutes, we shot a duck. Hadn't even took the decoys with us. Get down, buddy. You've got a bad habit of that. But anyways, it was fun. Kids loved it. And then they just started watching more and more waterfowl hunting videos. And have a buddy that I worked with a while ago. He's moved companies now, but I was talking to him one day, told him we were thinking about doing it. He wanted to go. So at that point, I had kids wanting to go, a buddy wanted to go, and I was like, well, let's do this. Well, we shot that mallard, landed out in the middle of the pond. I didn't have a way to go get him. The dog has not been trained yet. So I stripped down to boxers, swam out in the middle of the pond in, October 25th or whatever it was. Cold weather. The pond is filled with mountain water. It was cold. So got on Amazon and bought this $40 Intex raft solely so I could go recover ducks. We've recovered a handful of ducks with this now. Not great. It is not great, but for $40, it is what it is. But so started with, like I said, this for a decoy bag. 10 of those Plastiducks. Five were mallard drakes, 5 were mallard hens. And I took, pull that back out. Put that one down right there. So I'm gonna walk up a little closer. So I just took some rope, some thin rope, tied some fishing weights to the bottom, and hooked it off the front of this. I'd seen videos on Texas rigs, but there's not an eyelet for a swivel on this for a Texas rig. So that's just what I did, because that's just what I came up with to make it work. They are inflatable. We quickly learned some lessons, like overinflating them, they kind of tip. Kind of just letting them be a little more than like atmospheric pressure seems to work great. There's actually one that has holes, and we call her Flatty, and she actually floats probably better than the rest. But so again, we started with that raft, the decoys. We went out a couple of times, we went down to the pond a couple of times, and we just weren't having much luck. We weren't getting them in. Granted, I was trying to hide my kids in a pop-up big game blind. I just think it was too obnoxious, too noticeable. It was too obnoxious for the ducks to land. Still haven't figured out a good plan for that. Probably need to work on getting them some better camo, maybe some layout blinds built, something permanent at the pond. After that, I bought this. I bought some Texas rigs just from Sportsman's. I think that's like a 3-ounce weight cable, has a swivel on the end, but I bought this pulsator because I noticed quickly that the decoys looked pretty lame, just sitting there, not doing anything. Got on Amazon, found one of these, was on sale for it was like open box, used like new in Amazon. Picked it up for like 60% off. It's a Higdon. I love that thing. I think it's worth every penny I spent on it. We set that up, set these other decoys up, and I didn't have a Texas rig on that yet. Set that up, went out. Me and my buddy Hunter went out. We missed a lot of ducks. Again, we were just I don't think we were hidden good enough, but we were starting to get some motion in the decoys. We were starting to see some better things. Started getting excited. So then I bought, these till, there was 6 of these, 3 Drake, or I can't remember what it is. I think it was, 4 hens, 2 drakes. No, anyways, I can't remember. Point being, got some of these, same thing, got on Amazon. Looking at decoys, these were same thing, used like new. Was listed as the original packaging was damaged. Got them for $30 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yeah, and it's 4 hens, 3 drakes. Anyways, I got those. Again, fairly cheap. Went to Sportsman's at that point, bought these Texas rigs because these actually have the eyelets. I have found, I have tried. Just walk up here. I just tied a rope around both sides of that. That's all it is a rope tied to it, and then I just hooked the Texas rig swivel to that on the plastic ducks to see if that'll help them be used for the Texas rig. I like the idea of the Texas rig. I like this idea. And then I also grabbed this big giant decoy bag. It is a landing gear. It's supposed to hold, I think, 2 dozen, but it has straps. The biggest thing is when I'm taking the kids, I gotta have my hands free to help the kids, and be able to do things. So that has been a huge bonus. The first time me and Hunter went out without the kids, we just loaded everything in the boat, in the raft, and tried to carry it, and it sucked. It was a huge pain. That bag I've only used once. Used it Saturday. Saturday we went out. Hunter shot 1 duck. I shot 4 ducks. And then we went pheasant hunting in the afternoon, and he killed most of the pheasants, and I mostly just shot them right before he would kill them, or right after he would shoot them, I'd shoot them again. I didn't really do very good. I was using my 20 gauge for pheasants. Guess we'll jump into that. So I'm using a 870 pump, 12 gauge. It's just got, I think it has a modified choke in it. I don't even remember. I won this in a raffle, in a work raffle one year, years and years ago. I shoot it way better than my nice 20 gauge. I got a 20 gauge my grandpa bought when I was born. It's a 1100 LT, and I shoot this 12 gauge better. I just do. So I've been shooting this for ducks, and then I had it sitting here somewhere. I don't know where it went. So, being a gear guy, I got online and I bought some Boss Shot shells. This is the duck camp bag, but I bought some Boss Shot shells, some Winchester Extreme waterfowl. I bought some Black Cloud, just a bunch of different stuff to try out. The Boss has been what I've shot the most ducks with, and actually killed them. Could just be that was just when I was shooting better, but so far the Boss War Chief, I only bought 20, but I definitely shot those a lot better, and the ducks, I mean, just it walloped the ducks. So Friday when we went out, I hit one hen, and she actually landed out on a sheet of ice, and actually had to take the boat, row to the ice, and I had to lean out the front and break the ice, shove it under the boat, and then pull myself forward. It was ridiculous. The things I've done to recover ducks so far. But the other thing we added to this is just a power shaker from Avian X. It's a pintail. Between this and that pulsator, it has totally changed the look of our decoy spread, and we have got way more ducks coming in. Biggest thing is we're hiding a little better, I think, more than anything. But those two decoys have put a ton of motion into just our little decoy spread. I've been using this to carry out the ducks we've shot. And then the only other thing is, and this is kind of just a crazy video going over the changes in the month. Bought these Tidewee heated chest waders. So I had a set of those right there. I had a set of Cabela's, just regular like hip waders. And I took them out and found out they'd cracked because I just don't use them very much. Fly fishing, I usually use like irrigation boots and just don't get in super deep, or I go when it's cool enough I can go in super deep with just like regular shoes or no shoes. But anyways, I bought those so I could actually get in the water, and so they were having like a Veterans Day sale, I think is what it was, or pre-Black Friday, I can't remember. When I bought those, bought this on Amazon cheap. I bought actually the Avian Power Shaker, same thing. Got online, somebody was selling them for a sale of some sort, got it on sale. So for the most part, everything so far we've been buying kind of cheap other than the shotgun shells. Granted, we're into it a bunch of money, but we are having a blast. I've killed 6 ducks so far in a month. That's not a ton, but I've only been able to go every other weekend. I work a schedule where I work 8 days on, 6 days off, and I've been working most of my days off. So I've been working like 12 straight, 2 days off, 12 straight, 2 days off. I've just been taking every other weekend, so 6 ducks doesn't seem like a lot, but I think that's in 3 or 4 weekends we've been able to go, and we've learned a ton. But we're playing the waterfowl game, so like I said, I just, if you're wondering what the crap is going on, I am too. I don't really know what we're doing. We're making it all up. I'm going just online watching videos on YouTube, joined some local Utah waterfowl groups, and just trying to figure stuff out like crazy. I do have a power swimmer, or not a power swimmer, it's one of the swimming ducks, I can't remember, I think it was a green headgear swimmer. Anyways, I have one of those on order. It's for a holiday that's coming next month, but so we're gonna try that, and I'm gonna try putting a really long like Texas rig on it and actually tie off one of these other mallard decoys or something else to it to actually let 2 decoys move and swim. But we're going to try to get some videos. Right now we're so busy just trying to learn and figure out what to do and how long it takes. And I mean, the very first decoy we did, it was just a ball of decoys. We've kind of got to the point where we spread them all out in a big line. And all this stuff's out because I'm actually going to take my kids out. Sorry, dog has something on her collar, gross. I'm going to take the kids out this afternoon when they get out of school. Thursday is Thanksgiving. Today's Monday, and they have school today, Tuesday, and then I have to go back to work. So I figured before I have to go back to work, we'll go down and try to shoot a couple ducks off our pond, because everything out here is starting to freeze up pretty bad. Our pond's only about half open as it is. Hey, come here, dogs. So anyways, I gotta go clean crap off of a dog's collar before it gets spread on everything, and get all our gear put away and ready to go down to the pond. I'm just gonna throw the boat back in, load all the decoys in the boat. We're gonna just drive the truck down and just park so the kids don't have to walk as far. We actually walked down yesterday and jumped about 20 25 ducks out of the pond. I don't even know what they were. Come here, dog. I don't know what they were, honestly. They took off before we got very close. About half the pond's all that's thawed out right now. So we're just gonna go down, see if we can get something before the holidays kick in. I gotta go back to work. So anyways, you guys have a good one. We're waterfowl hunting now. Oh, and I was gonna say, this is a Under Armour jacket that I bought when I was like 16. I've been wearing this with the Tideway waders and just like a merino underlayer, merino 3/4 pants and merino socks. We were out, it was 20 degrees, a little under 20 degrees, when we went out Friday, and stayed pretty warm. The heated waders were really nice for my hands. After breaking the ice and having to paddle the boat out across the ice to get to that hen that had landed on the ice. It was really nice to have the heated pocket for that. But I'm going to do a complete review on the waders. I'm going to try to do some videos on like the power shaker, the Higdon pulsator, all of it. I'm going to do videos on all of it, try to get some videos out on this stuff, because again, in the winter I usually take a big break. I don't do a lot of stuff in the winter, and apparently we're getting into it this year. So we've got a winter hunting hobby now. So we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. If you want to know anything I missed, let me know. It's kind of a crazy video. So you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later.